This is a winter fly I call the Handwarmer. Like its namesake, I try very hard to never be without a few of these when I'm fishing in the winter months. While it's probably best suited to imitate the scuds that are so prolific in western tailwaters, it also works pretty well as a caddis pupa and has been effective for me on free stones as well. Since this is a scud or caddis, I'm using a curved 2x heavy hook, and I'm a true believer in the merits of hot bead flies in the winter, so I'm using a tungsten bead here in salmon pink. Secure the bead with some lead-free wire, taking care that the wire doesn't extend farther back on the hook shank than where you want your thorax to be. In keeping with the bright theme of this fly, I'm using fluorescent orange thread in 135 denier. Tie in a length of small size red wire and work your way back to the bend of the hook. For the tail of this fly, I'm going to use a few strands of orange McFly-Lon yarn. This is probably most commonly used as a sighter on dry flies, but I think it works really well for the tail of this fly. While you can buy scudback material from a fly shop, many fly tying materials come in cellophane packaging. Just take some of that packaging and cut it into a 1/2 centimeter wide strip, and you've saved yourself a bit of money and just a tiny little bit of plastic from the landfill. To make it easier to tie in, I like to taper one end of the strip. Start your dubbing at the back of the hook. Here I'm using shell pink ripple ice dub. It's really nice and bushy. And bring it about halfway up the hook shank, starting with a slender noodle. We're going to build some bulk as we move up the hook. Then I'm going to use a little bit of Pink Lady Fusion Dub to add a hot spot right in the middle of this fly. You can then finish off the body with the first dubbing material. And again, you want to add a little bit more bulk at the front to imitate the profile of a scud or caddis pupa. At this point, you can either brush or trim up just the top side of the fly and grab that red wire and start to take wraps forward to bind all that dubbing down. Secure the wire with a few wraps of thread, and then either helicopter or use a wire cutters to snip it off close. Don't use your scissors. At this point, you may want to add just a little bit more of your dubbing material to flesh out the thorax of the fly. Grab your scud back material and fold it forward. Tie it in, and then grab the front of that scud back material and pull it tight to make sure that it is really tight to the body of the fly. Secure it with a few more wraps and snip it off close. Dig out your whip finisher, make a few turns, and snip off your thread close. To help this fly be a little bit more durable, we're going to coat the back with a pretty healthy glob of UV Clear Cure. Grab your bodkin, or if you can't find your bodkin because your fly tying desk is a complete disaster, grab a piece of scrap wire or a toothpick or whatever you can find and smooth it out a little bit. Take your UV lamp and finish off the fly. You may notice a few bits of dubbing sticking out at unsightly angles. Pick them off with your finger and you're all set. And that's the Handwarmer.